Good morning, YAP. Welcome to YAP.
Morning. Okay, where are we starting?
What's up?
What is up?
What do you get up to?
Me?
Yeah, funny stories.
Oh, I don't have any funny stories. I went to the gym this morning.
Yeah.
God, I'm fat.
What made you feel that way?
Just life. Just hard.
It was hard.
Everything's sore.
It's hard.
Everything's just sore. I'm probably getting fat. I need it's the stress. I need to get rid of the stress. I can't wait to go to New York. Oh, I love when I'm in the chat.
Are you in? Oh, cute.
I'm not. That's what I'm saying.
I have some really good news.
Okay, what's your good news?
I have really good news. For the first time in I'm going to say a month, I got a full 8 hours sleep.
Oh, good. She's going to do some work today.
Yep.
Woo!
I'm going to do some fucking work.
I finally get something out of it.
Are you
Shit.
kidding? I'm ecstatic.
You should be. I am.
I'm so...
Bring on 800K. Let's fucking go.
Let's go!
Let's fucking go. Oh my God.
Oh
I've been
my
waiting a month
gosh.
for this day.
I know.
This is like the day after the period finishes.
It's so crazy. Like, I woke up and I was surprised. Well, I overslept my alarm, first of all. It was like, I woke up at 7:45.
Wow, you slept through an alarm.
I know. It was
Fuck, it's like the good old days.
It was crazy.
It's like the good old days.
It was so crazy, guys.
Holy shit.
I was sitting eating my dinner watching Modern Family last night.
Yeah.
And I started to feel sleepy. And I was like, there's no way. I have to sleep now or else I just won't sleep at all.
Yeah.
And so I was sitting in the couch. I was like, Alistair, I feel sleepy. I can't move. I'm not going to move. I need to stay in this spot or else I'm going to not feel sleepy anymore. He's like, okay. So he takes my dinner, brings me my toothbrush to the couch, brings me a bowl to brush my teeth at the couch, everything. I do that, whatever. I wash my face at the couch. And then I'm like, okay, I have to, I can't get out of my clothes or anything. I have to sleep right now, right here. And then I went to sleep and I never woke up.
That is so funny. That is so funny.
So good.
Well, I'm very happy for you. Now do some work.
It's crazy.
It's good?
It doesn't feel real.
Doesn't.
It doesn't feel real.
Well, we had two very different mornings then.
Why? What was your morning like?
Well, I was fat at the gym.
Oh. Well, I'm excited because I feel like I might be able to go to the gym soon.
I feel like I need to go running for 4 hours every day.
Running's hard.
Yeah, I know.
It hurts
I got
your
sore
knees.
I got to go join a run club.
Powered by NARC.
Powered by Nike. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard. Life's hard.
Exercise is hard.
Exercise is hard. But I think I was just it's just the longer you leave it, the worse it gets.
Yeah.
And it's been real off and on lately. I've gone 4 times this week though.
I thought you were doing heaps of training with Rod.
Yeah, but only twice a week.
Okay.
Yeah. I haven't been going the other days.
Right, I see.
Which I need to start doing. All right, we've got a couple people in the chat.
Yeah,
Oh, hey,
what are
Jessica. Thanks for following. Thanks for following so long.
Jessica.
Welcome to the party. And can't say your name, but yo, what's up? What's it say?
It's a letter. Is it?
Oh, is it just a letter?
Yeah, it's Dodd. Or something?
Dodd.
Not Dodd.
Okay, Dodd.
I can't see Stan.
How's the X-Men journey? Are you feeling any better?
So the reason I'm so excited about my sleep is because my eczema, I've thought of it going crazy, but I get these flashes of it feels like there's a swarm of insects on you at random places, and then it'll happen all at once, and then you feel really gross and you can't sleep and you get really frustrated, and they're called zingers, and that's what keeps you up at night. So for the past month, I get I get 2 to you get zingers.
Yeah, they're just not as intense as yours, but
Yeah.
I got one right now,
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah. And then sometimes if you try ignore it, you're twitch.
No, I can't. I watched a girl put a spacesuit on the other day, and they talked about how you can't itch yourself, and I was like, no, I'm
No.
not going to space. I'm never going to space.
That's terrifying.
Like you can't itch yourself.
No.
And they have this little nose plug inside your thing to go, and to be able to, it's to unblock your ears to put your nose in there. But that's it. That's all you can do.
Fuck that.
Because your arms can't come out.
That's sucks.
You can't scratch yourself. It's
Oh,
like,
ew.
otherwise, space would get you.
Yeah, I couldn't get to space.
No, I can't
There's
get to
no-
space. That's fine. I'm stuck on this rock.
It's crazy. So I would have singers all night. And so I've been sleeping like between like 1 to 3 hours a night. And last night, I'm so happy. Like lots of parts of my eczema are like drying up, not in a bad way, in a good way. So I, for some reason, was able to sleep. It was just crazy. Or my body was just so tired that it was like, fight through it all.
Just has to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just has to. It's I was watching this thing on about like the zinger thing, or like the itchy skin thing, and it's the same with all itchy skins, but like obviously like different things cause this to happen. Like eczema obviously causes this to happen, and itchy bites cause it. But it's like there's like a bacteria on our skin that is what causes the itch. So like the thing underneath it happens, and then it irritates the bacteria, which makes your skin itch. And there's ways of like cleaning the bacteria off.
Interesting.
There's like they haven't figured it out
Yeah.
yet, but there's like a essentially like a penicillin
Interesting.
that will kill the bacteria, so you don't get the itch feeling.
I heard sometimes, like especially people with like withdrawals, it's nerve like malfunctions.
Yeah.
And so it feels like it's an itch, but it's not. It won't go
Phantom
away.
itching.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I get phantom itching all the time.
That's
That's what I
crazy.
thought the zingers were. I'm not itchy.
It's just like
just
my
get-
body's just telling me.
I
to
get it all
itch
the time. I got one under my thigh right
Yeah.
now.
That's
All
so
day long.
annoying. So annoying.
But mine's not as intense as yours. I don't have eczema. I don't have anything like that. But I just get like
But
that.
you,
See
but,
right there, like
yeah. But you know how, like, you get it. Everyone gets
all
it.
night long. I itch. Claire
Yeah.
watches me itch all night long.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't have eczema. That's not. I don't. Mine's nowhere near as bad. It doesn't wake me up. But I know the
Crazy.
feeling. I just
Yeah.
don't know it as intense.
So that's how it's going.
We got a few things going on in the chat.
That's
today.
how it's going. I had sleep and I'm like crazy.
Yes, you do have to double our followings, please. I don't want to have it
Yes.
working for me forever. When's the big move to New York? Can you spill what the plan is?
Ooh.
I mean, there isn't a plan.
Oogly boogly.
Is there a plan?
Well, I officially told my family that I can go now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Didn't want to spoil the party if it couldn't.
Yeah.
I know. I can't get a refund now.
So
We leave on the 2nd of July. We arrive on the 2nd of July. We arrive on the day we leave. But we probably won't be through customs into the US until the 3rd of July because we get in at like 11 at night. So it sucks.
is that like our last flight? But even later.
No. Our last flight got in at like 8. But
Oh,
we're doing a
we-
stopover in Houston for 3 hours.
Oh, yes.
yeah.
That's why. Okay.
But we're doing that so we can fly business class. Because
Slay.
business class is so cheap.
Slay.
What should I do? I'm still in a situationship. Do you have any advice? Get in more. You shouldn't just be in one situationship. You always have few situationships so that if anyone's like, why, you want more? Commit.
There you have it, guys.
From the
your
expert advice. Obviously, we're married. We know.
Put your finger in all the pies.
And all the pies. Until one of them comes out for a
Yeah.
ring. Just put them all in. Oh, that one. Let's go with this one. Fuck. My doctor told me I didn't have eczema. I just had anxiety hives. Oh, that sounds worse. I'm sorry for you.
My sister has had that.
Yeah, that
It's
sounds
crazy.
bad.
No.
Oh, I don't mean to laugh. Like it's just my reaction.
But it's just crazy how your body reacts in that way.
It's crazy how your body can like just do stuff to you when it shouldn't. Like my mate who has like fibromyalgia, and he just is in constant pain all the time. He has like his ratio at the moment is something like, I can't remember what it is, but it's something like 1-8 or 1-5 or something. So he needs like every 1 hour of doing something, he needs like 8 hours of rest. Yeah.
Oh.
And so like if he goes to work for an 8-hour day, it's not that bad. It's like maybe 1 to 3. He'll be in bed for the rest of the 2 days. He just like can't do anything. Yeah, he's fucked. It's crazy. And it's just because it's his body attacking itself.
Yeah.
It's telling him he's tired. It's
Yeah.
not. That's crazy. Okay.
Wild.
Can I get a job? Probably not. I work for an insurance company and I want to start doing more team content similar to you guys, but do you have any other suggestions? I want to focus on brand awareness. The company is called Arma Karma. That's quite funny. Jesus can heal them. Oh my God. No, he can't. No, he can't. Suggestions on insurance company team content.
Who is the insurance company? Oh,
Butter Insurance.
Butter.
Yeah.
Not that you should copy them, but if you wanted some inspiration, Butter Insurance, which is actually not Butter Insurance on TikTok, it's
Josh from marketing.
Josh from marketing at Josh from marketing. He's from Butter Insurance. Their TikTok strategy is make Josh
worse than Sam from Mount Health Now, which we copied it and
we've
absolutely
surpassed.
destroyed it. If you want inspiration, go to Sam. From Health
Actually,
Now.
Sam from Health Now, who is inspired by Josh from marketing, Sam from Health Now has absolutely killed it.
Absolutely crushed it.
Like-
140K in one day.
Yeah,
But Josh from marketing is very good.
yeah.
Josh from marketing. Butter Insurance.
Josh from marketing has a bit more team dynamic
Yeah.
in his videos.
And he's been going longer, so he's got more consistency and stuff.
Yeah,
And he does the really good team video calls, which are really good.
yeah.
He does them really well.
But then there's also other things like Josh from marketing doesn't focus on the fact that they're an insurance company. The fact that you said like we're an insurance company actually doesn't matter, because if you're saying that you want to focus on your team or whatever,
Doesn't matter.
they'll get that you're from insurance from probably your bio or your links or your whatever. You don't need to tell people that you're in insurance.
No, you don't need to tell people insurance. All right, we're going to do some stuff because, they are competitors in some way. What? Who? Josh from marketing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but you can use them as an inspiration to see what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter if they're competitors. That's exactly how you play.
It's like when we started and all I did was like binge watch Truffle Social and I don't even remember the rest of them. Safeful and Social and all of those like social media girlies.
Yeah. Christ Lives says, where do you think we go when we die? This is Life FM. Just turned into Life FM. Bro, we go to the ground or in a fire pit and burn.
Physically, yes.
And Amy Marie, we would look at your TikTok, but if you want our opinions, you probably got to pay for it. That's what we do for a business. So, like, give me some money and we'll do it. All right, we're going to get into this. So today we're talking about too many dicks. Too many dicks.
There are
it's like we
too
synchronized
many
that.
dicks.
There are too many dicks. You know what's really funny about this?
What?
I shouldn't have said that, then drunk and then ruined the whole flow of the episode. But HR the Musical that I went and watched last week.
I really want to watch this now. You keep referencing
So
it and I
good.
feel left out.
Well, the CEO of Booble, which was the company in it, was Richard.
He was a dick.
Well, they did. I think they did it on purpose because then he's like, they keep calling him Dick. Yeah, so it was funny. Too many dicks in the boardroom.
Too many dicks, guys.
I'm not sure if this is a good marketing.
I was confused, yeah, but Karen.
But obviously, Bleeding Heart, Sophie, doing Sophie's best, is that it is a good article. It's a good thing. I think that, like in our office, diversity is a good thing.
Can we just recap what this is? Sorry, just so that people understand.
So it's talking about there's too many dicks in the boardroom, that out of all the boards in America of the 4,200 public traded US companies, that 566 of the board directors are guys called Richard, which is crazy. When you compare that, 806 of those boards have black, or 806 of the people on those boards are black women, 774 Asian women, and 283 Hispanic women. Only 29 are Middle Eastern descent, but 566 are men called Richard, which is crazy because that's one name of many. So how many men must there be? At first I thought, oh, that's not too bad. 4,200, 5, 6, blah, blah, blah. But then I was like, oh, 4,200, they're probably got like 8 to 10 people on each board or something like that. And then I realized, shit, that's real bad.
And those are only the men named Richard. Like, that's
Just
not men in general.
No.
That's men named Richard specifically.
Richard. So, you still got men named Glenn and
Yeah.
Michael and
Like-
John and James and Harry and Christopher
Stanley.
How many Abdals do you reckon there are?
Not too many. Not enough.
I reckon there's some though.
Yeah.
I reckon there's some.
Yeah.
Abdal's a pretty common
But
name.
with an E?
Yeah, maybe not his spelling. I've never seen his spelling before.
You're so unique.
Why is yours
Abdelrahim.
spelled? Is it the same as the other spellings, just spelled different?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same name.
Yeah.
Is there any reason why yours is spelled for an E? Is it a different dialect or
dad
different
chose
whatever, or
it.
is it just
It's kind of a different dialect. So
Okay.
like, we go del, they go ul,
okay? Gotcha. So there is some difference then.
Yeah.
A little slightly
a
different.
tiny bit, but it's the same.
It's like Stephen and Stefan.
kind of.
Kind of okay.
Yeah, interesting.
I
So-
think it's
So
Yeah.
what was the campaign? So that was like a statistic. And then the campaign was Elf came out saying like there's too many dicks in boardrooms.
Yep.
And that was to just shine light on that fact.
it's just a like, you know how we talk about what is the purpose? What's like our goal?
Mm-hmm.
This is just this. Like Al's just campaigning. Like the CEO who's a guy.
I see.
I mean, he's not a white man named Richard.
yeah,
but-
so he's just trying to change the conversation or like bring,
Yeah.
hey guys,
their
this
board
is
of
what's happening.
directors is 2/3 women,
Yeah.
so
Mm.
it's a bit.
So they swung the
uncommon.
other way.
Yeah.
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 Okay, cool.
They're trying to like balance the scales.
Cool.
It's just one of those things of like, let's use this fact that we've got diversity as a thing to target people who like diversity. And it's a thing like we had one of our big clients. I'm not going to talk about who they are. One of our big clients, I was trying to introduce him to one of our other clients. They looked at their team and they're like, why are they all men? Why is there no woman on the exec team? And now they're not talking to them. Not because of that necessarily, but it played a factor.
yeah, it was
You know, because I was like introducing it to a team of women
yeah.
who are like, why is there no woman in this
Yeah.
team? Why are all these men trying to be our saviors?
Crazy.
I mean, it's not, there's just a bunch of people out there who think you need more diversity. But I actually don't think that's, I think it's like veganism. Like it's now called plant-based. And then we get into whole foods, right? And so the idea is like, you start off with the extreme position. Whoa, that was
Sorry.
crazy. That was crazy. I thought you put voice filter on for a second. So you start with the extreme position and
Yep.
then it slowly gets more accepted and then you don't have to be so crazy. It's like pouring blood on you in front of McDonald's like the vegans used to do. And now it's just like plant-based and whatever. So I think it's the same. But I think like the long-term play is that just everyone will hire for diversity, not because it's a good marketing ploy, just because it's good for business.
Mm.
We're a better team because of diversity, not because of like 29 white men sitting in a room.
Mm.
Like we wouldn't be able to do most of the things that we do because of
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, just me, you, and Nate in a room.
It's crazy. It goes off.
It's so much different
Yeah.
because we're so different. We're such different people from different backgrounds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
So I don't know if it's a good I don't know if it's a great like it is a marketing thing, I suppose. It is a marketing thing. It's just like I wouldn't use it as marketing. It's not a thing I would do.
Yeah.
Like we just are diverse. I wouldn't go out to the world being like, look how diverse we are. I just
Yeah.
go out. What I do go out and say though is like, we purposely try and hire for cultural fit, and then I have to explain what I mean by that, which
Yeah.
is you fit in the gaps,
Yeah.
not you fit as the same as us. You fit in the gaps that we have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Like-
sorry, go.
And by culture, not like
Not
background,
religion.
but yeah, more like actual.
Not by ethnic
environment.
culture,
Yeah.
like by
Yeah.
Company culture.
company culture. Yeah. No, it's funny when you come out saying like, "Oh, we're so diverse." It's like that concept of everything that you say isn't true.
Yeah. Yeah. I did a podcast recently, and I'm going to say when, but I did a podcast recently, and the person on it was doing that.
Yeah.
And I was trying to get them to figure out that they were doing it, but
Yeah.
they didn't.
Yeah.
And they were saying certain things about like, they kept on saying a certain thing, like, I'm not this, I'm not that. I don't care about this thing.
Mm.
And I was like, in one point, I was like, you know, like usually when you hear someone like constantly trying to justify why they don't do something, it's because they do it.
Mm.
And then they're like, yeah, that happens. And I was like,
So close.
so close, so close. Almost got you. Almost got you. I don't want to out
Oh, that's funny.
you.
Yeah. That's an interesting thing.
The next thing is that we've got a second diversity conversation in this one email. And I actually think they're important conversations You can just look at my team to know that that's what I think. But I actually said to Charlotte and Soph, I don't think these 2 articles should be in the same newsletter. And I think the reason is that when you're creating a newsletter or you're creating content, like if I'm getting a daily newsletter and the 2 articles are the same, I'll treat them as one. And then so I'll probably like the reason I know this is like I read the first one. I read the second one for the briefing. I haven't read it. I got bored. I was like, I'm reading the same conversation. Yeah, I already get it. I'm already pro this. I'm pro diversity because it's another diversity
That's
conversation.
so interesting you said that because I didn't realize that I just did the same thing.
Didn't even read it.
Because I knew the campaign, so therefore
Diversity.
I didn't.
Yeah, got it. Got the
Yeah,
point. They're talking
yeah.
about diversity. Let's talk about diversity for 30 minutes. Right?
Interesting.
Yeah, it's even,
I didn't even
laser
realize.
focused on like feminism, like not just diversity as like an umbrella term. It's just
I didn't.
Yeah, it's a branch of diversity, but it is a diversity conversation.
Yeah.
Right, which is this feminist thing, which is fine. The article, there's nothing wrong with the article. I just would put them, this is like a good tip for when you're making
To
content.
shine
It's just
light on the
split it over
others.
both.
Yeah.
Well, you continue the conversation over 2 days, which is better. Because the more often someone has the conversation, the more likely they'll continue to have the conversation. But if they do it once in one day and they half-ass it,
Yeah.
it's like less likely they'll do it tomorrow. So I emailed them. That's up to them. They'll figure it out. Is diverse like special people? Oh my God.
Yes, that is why
That is-
Stanley hired me. He
that's
was
why-
like,
hey.
diversity.
It's a good conversation to have. There's a few comments about diversity, and I think that where people struggle with diversity is that, especially as a leader, it's much easier to hire people that are like you because you have things in common with them. And when you're at work and you're working with people, you have to spend a whole day with those guys. And it's real hard to like spend the whole day with someone that like you don't really get along with.
Exactly.
It's real hard.
Yeah.
And so people just don't do it. And they're just like, oh, I'm just going to keep hiring other white men. And like, not to be a dick, but like most people in our countries anyway who go out and start businesses, the majority of them are men. And don't ask me why that is. It just is what it is. I don't have the reason for that. But then they go and hire more men.
Yeah.
And then those first men are the first people they hire in because they bring men in. And then those, because they're the first people, they end up being in the leadership positions. And then so all the other people that they hire, the frontline people, are women. Because then they do start to hire them.
I mean, I don't want to get ripped for this, but isn't it funny, or it's just the same thing when people are like, oh, we're like a woman-led business. They just did the same thing that the white men did.
Yeah, but I'm okay
But you couldn't be, I'm not mad at it. It's just like, you can't be mad at the men hiring people who they get along with because they think that it will make their business better.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, you can't. And I think in small business, you can't really get at them. I don't think you can in small business world because in small business, it's small business. It's a fucking struggle. To have 3 employees is hard as shit. And if you're going to do it with people, you want to do it with people you love and like and get along with. So I get it. When you get to the boardroom, that's when it starts to change. Because at that position, when you're in the boardroom, you've got compensation to hire anyone. And you can then go and select the best people that you need. But the thing is that people look at jobs individually, and people always do this. They go, oh, this one position, I need the best person for this one role. And that's not how you hire. You go, I need to get the best person that'll make this team stronger. And they don't look at it like that. They're like, who's the best CFO, or who's the best board of directors, or who's the best CMO, as opposed to who's the best. What does this team need? Like we talk about our color energies here. Like, what are we missing as a team? That's who we hire, not the person who could do CMO best. Because you might be able to get someone who's better CMO
With all the experience and everything, like literally.
but they're not the best person for this team.
Yeah.
And that's and teams work better than individuals. A team of 10, like the best. If you got a C-suite team of all the best who weren't team, and then you got like the bottom third level of C-suite who are perfect as a team, they would crush the other guys every day. Every day. In the short term, they might not, because like you can always like cheat or win, but on the long term, they'll always crush it. 100%.
But also, I think that the other extreme end of things is that when they go like, oh, we're a woman-driven company, it's because they're sick of it being a like man-driven company for so long.
Yeah,
that they
no,
have to be, like,
definitely. But it's just an interesting thought, is like went and did the same thing that they did. I'm not like against it at all. Like that's cool. It's cool that they do that, but also it's just interesting. It's the whole thing that you were saying. It's like you have to go extreme to then make it normal to then just it being the norm essentially, which is like so interesting to see it.
A woman-led business is just as bad as a male-led business, a fully male-led business. The woman-led business still need to have men in it.
Yeah, but you just have to play in the extreme because.
Like you can be a 2/3 woman. That's fine. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. Like I still think you can have a preference to lean one way, and that's not because I need more women in the roles, just because it's a small, tiny sample size of the population, so you're never going to just be 50-50. Yeah. I also, the thing I'm not as worried about is diversity of ethnicity as much, because it depends it does depend as well. I think, like, and especially in a small board, it's quite hard to get an even distribution of ethnicity. Yeah. Imagine you're in Sweden, a company in Sweden. What are they, like 98% white people?
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Like, have an even representation of all ethnicities? You're just not going to do it. What if you're in Japan? You know, it's like 98% Japanese people. Like, what are you going to do? Oh, they'd have 6 white men.
Yeah, I just feel like that conversation only exists for like
cultural places like US,
New Zealand, but with a predominant white population, which is so specific, which is so interesting that that exists.
Ex-British colonies.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Anywhere that's been colonized by the British. Yeah, I don't know. It's a real nuanced conversation. It's a real nuanced conversation. I don't know. I like to have as much diversity as possible. I think it's better for us. But I understand that it's real complex.
It's not easy.
No, it's not easy. Even in leadership, like, we have a pretty diverse leadership team, but there's a real disparity in pay in ours that skews, well, one person skews it right to men. But we have another senior leader in the team who's not paid anywhere near the same, but sort of have even, they don't really have even responsibilities, but are starting to in terms of leadership. And that's a hard thing, because now you have to be like, well, do you need to pay them more because of this thing? And now are you just, increasing the gender pay gap and whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. It's a hard one.
Kalina asks, I have an interview today. How can I make a good impression?
As always, get the interviewer to talk about themselves.
Touch them.
Touch them.
Yeah, touch them.
What? Like, give them a hug?
If you can give them a hug. Touch their upper arm. Right here. Touch them right here.
Right after shaking hands.
Yeah, like this. Yeah. Or when you say goodbye.
I do the double handshake. Yep.
Power play.
It's total power play.
Yeah. I do that.
When you hold them and you look at them, you're like, I got you.
Yeah, and you give them a smile. You give them a really good smile. Yep.
And then they do this, and their knees. Love them. There you go, Kalina.
Oh,
there you go.
And then, would you rather talk to animals or speak all languages?
Speak all languages.
Yeah, speak all languages. I don't want to talk to an animal.
No, I don't want to talk to
I don't want to know why it shed on itself. Fuck. I don't want to pleading for its life when I eat it. Like. You're
like, yeah.
Because I don't want that happening. I love my meat. Do you think promotions have to be year on year at work? No. Fuck no.
No.
Hell no. I think that promotions shouldn't happen. They shouldn't be expected. In this office, I've got a 10X for you this week, don't you worry. In this office, it's expected. I've been here 3 months. I want a promotion and a pay rise. Wait, why?
I think it shouldn't be expected for the time.
No.
That's the thing. It's like, it shouldn't be expected for the time. Like, you can't base it off your time.
No.
Does that make sense?
No. Yeah, it does.
You can expect it because you exceed something, or I don't know why. Like,
if you want a promotion, you have to have a clear understanding of what gets that promotion, and then if you get that, fine, got it. Where the promotion conversation is really dumb is like, oh, I'm doing my job really well, I think I should get a promotion. It's like, yeah, but I've been paying you to do this job for 6 months and you're only just now doing it well. So can I get a discount on the last 6 months?
That's an interesting way to see it. That's a very interesting.
Because
way
I
to see it.
paid you to do the job, and now you're doing it to the satisfactory level that we wanted it, which is good. I didn't ask you to come and do the job. Okay.
That is
I hired you to come do the job.
interesting.
Good. Now you're there. Good. Now you're earning the money I've been paying you for 6 months.
Thank God
So
I
now let
invested
me
in
reap
you.
the rewards for at least another fucking 6 months before I give you a fucking pay rise.
The ROI hits.
Right? I need my ROI, motherfucker. Where's Roy when you need him? All right. See you guys. Bye.
Bye.